Hey guys, so welcome to the cross Ashi specific instructional. And cross Ashi is one of the most played positions for people that really want to get good at leg locks. So they look at what can I develop to tap better people, and usually cross Ashi is up there. Okay, so I think other positions like the outside Ashi are underutilized and underrated, but the cross Ashi is definitely a strong position, especially to hold your partner down. Okay, finishing your partner is a bit harder these days if you just try to go for the heel. So we will look at methods today where we can actually finish by attacking the secondary leg, and also how to finish if we lose the secondary leg, how we can still expose the heel in a couple of ways. Okay, so this is a little different cross Ashi instructional, and I think these are still things where you can catch your partner pretty good. Okay, so understand that if you do the regular stuff with the inside heel hooks, that's good, but people are very good in slipping the heel, and they're very good with pointing the leg away. So we need to understand how to actually attack in all of the directions, not only the heel hook, but we will have multiple options. So let's start with actually double trouble, where we have both legs, and I want you guys to understand how to attack the secondary foot. So we can actually come a bit closer, I think, Linus. And can you turn a bit more? Good. Okay, so we will talk about the configuration on this leg in a second. Just understand that it's not that important that you just lock a triangle or that you try to squeeze your feet together too much. You want to block his primary leg from turning to the inside and to the outside. So I want to give you a concept rather than techniques here, because the concept is way more important. I want to establish, and it will vary depending on your leg length, that he can't roll into this direction and that he can roll into this direction. So the easiest thing that you can do is just test if he can turn the leg. So if I just have my legs open, or even if I lock my feet very strongly, if I ask Linus, can you just turn your leg to the inside and to the outside? Yeah, it's still pretty easy for him to turn in both directions, and then he can knee slip, what's even worse than a heel slip for me, because then he can get out and re-attack me. So in my case, I will use my quad, so this part of my muscle, to pull it to me, and I use my hamstring to push it into this direction, okay? Sometimes I will also use the inside of my leg to now pull my right leg and push my left leg. So now I just lock my feet wherever I can. Can you bring the leg away? Okay, if I have to lock it here, I will. If I have to lock it here, I will. If I have to lock it here, I will. As long as I can pull and push, okay? So now if I ask Linus, can you try to turn your leg? You see it's way harder. Now to the other side, way harder, okay? So now we have a good control, and we can start with the first finish. So it's actually easier to finish the footlock than you think, okay, especially in this configuration. And you can get very strong breaks, and we will look at this from two different angles. So in this case, because I already have the secondary leg, you'll see I open it slightly more, the triangle, so I can squeeze both legs together. So now I'm also squeezing a bit of his other leg, okay? Just make sure to not expose your foot too much, because he can grip it too and start to attack it. It's not too much, in my opinion, you shouldn't tap from there, but it's a possibility, especially if he has a good Aoki. Like if I have Chris Wojcik there, exactly, then I will have to let go and slip it. So my recommendation is to protect this foot. So if he tries to grab it, if I have the right configuration, if he tries to just pull it, it should be very hard, because I actively pull this and I actively push this. But the more you're concerned, the more you can go feet to feet, okay? So first of all, I need to unweight the foot. And I talk about this a lot in my normal Patreon videos. And I can unweight it by bringing my elbow to the inside. So what I will do, I will fight my elbow on the inside, and I have a loose grip. The tighter my grip is, if Linus has his legs tied together, the harder it will be for me to fight it. So even if he has his legs together, as long as I have a loose grip, I can just pull myself to the left side. You see, even if he connects his legs, it's very easy for me to just fall or pull it to the left side. And now I can bury my elbow between his foot. Okay, so from this point on, I will switch the configuration if I put my elbow on the ground. I can go to a foot-to-foot method as long as I still connect my knees together, okay, because I don't want him to slip. So I want to unweight the foot. So I unweight the foot even more by staying loose. So I stay loose until the foot slips into my rib cage slightly. It's not an ayoki, I just want to slip the foot slightly into my rib cage, and then I pull my elbow closer to my rib cage, okay? So now I start to concave my upper body. And now I can go into a figure 4 grip, and from here I'm not opening up my upper body. I open up everything below my chest. So from here I will just start to fall on my back and opening up everything below my chest like this. And the tap comes immediately. You see, I didn't even fall on the back, and my partner already has to tap because the foot is unweighted. So if Linus can still boot the leg from here, I didn't